It's urgency to kind of fight the best guys and take the biggest fights. Did that increase at all? Because you think of the 2 years off?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to make up for some of that time also, but once I came back, I hear the fans, I hear the media, and they're always criticizing other fighters for taking on other opponents. Now, the media and the fans sometimes are harsh. They might not understand why you need to take on certain fights. Maybe certain opponents are not available and politics or whatever. But if I can dictate my own career, and I am to this point, then I'm taking on these fights. I want champions. I don't want to just fight, title contenders that are ranked number 10 or 8 in the world, and everybody's gonna be, talking bad about them. That's why we take on these kind of fights, undefeated contenders or undefeated world champions.
Would you be closer to fighting a guy like Spence at 147 than you would be a guy like Lomachenko at 135?
Well, I think because of promotional reasons, I think that's a fair assessment. I think a fight with Errol Spence is probably easier to handle and make than a fight with Lomachenko, just because of promotional reasons.
You come from a boxing family, obviously. You've been around the sport a long time. Do you think that, again, when you kind of talk about that urgency of taking advantage of your prime, do you think that maybe how you grew up and what you've seen gives you a greater appreciation for like a prime of a fighter?
Well, I grew up in it, since I was a little kid, watching my brother and watching Vargas and, with my dad now and my brother as a trainer. We've gone through a lot of other careers. We've seen it. I want to make sure that I give the fans the best of me while I'm in my prime, and that's why we're taking on these fights. And it's better to just give them, good fights now than wait 5-7 years later, and it won't be as entertaining. It won't be the same. People will enjoy it, but will say it should have been 5 years ago. It should have been 4 years ago. So that's why we want to give them fights right now.
Is it your hope that other boxers would sort of take your lead? Because I think that's one of the problems with the sport, is that these promotional differences keep the best fights from happening. You can even look to the welterweight division.
Look, some of the other fighters have different agendas. They have different ideas. Maybe they just want title defenses. Maybe they want to rack up a number of wins. I don't know. I want to fight the top champions. I want to fight for titles. I don't know what other fighters want to do. Also, like you mentioned, the promotional reasons. Sometimes it's promotional reasons, network reasons that fights don't get made. I'm able to work and get these fights done. So like I said, I'm very happy to be able to do that for the fans. And if I can continue doing this, then that's just what I'm gonna keep doing.
What's your ceiling physically?